And when it comes to like again attracting new talent, making sure we get in there, get into the schools at different. I've even seen firms going into high schools now as well to really make
Mhm.
sure that they're spreading that word a little bit. So what is it? Who should be going? Right? Because I've seen it differently in different firms in terms of, is it the associates that should be going and telling their recent stories? Should it be partners going and really showing from the top level? Should it be a combination? Right? Can you share just your opinion on that?
Yes, Lawrence, I really do believe that it should be a combination. And I would put it not only at firms, but people who are in business industry as well. Right. So
Okay.
because I think a lot of times we think, well, people think generally, well, I'm going to go into accounting, I'm going to go into a big four firm, or that's what they pitch. But there's so much more to our profession in that people who are at a mid-sized firm or a smaller firm, or people who, have elected to start their careers in business and industry or into their careers there, that we need to make sure that they're represented as well, because it's all, part of the ecosystem, that we have. So when I'm thinking about people who are going into the schools, I think it's helpful to have those who are not too far removed from the students to be able to tell their story and what it's really like now that
Yep.
I'm coming on the other side. But at the same time, having someone who has a depth of experience that can tell about the journey and the paths that they went through, and share some really interesting stories about the types of work that they've done, and maybe some successes, some failures, and how at the end of the day, they still are where they are. Right. So even with those failures, they still somehow made it through, and that they are, have achieved a certain level of success. And while I'm not one who really focuses on I would say on like salaries per se,
Hmm.
or just the money, like, because I tell people, students all the time. I was literally at USC earlier this week, and I told those students that, and these were MBA students as well as some who are undergrad, that chase experiences, not dollars. Because if you chase the experiences, you're going to get some really cool, rewarding stories and challenges, and things that you'll do in your career, that the money will then follow.